Hello everyone, my name is Zemroth. Welcome to my very first live recording, or live stream, whatever, of my adventures in Final Fantasy XIV. I have never played this game, just to set a little background. I played a lot of WoW, I played some Elder Scrolls, and I played some SWTOR back in the day. I've never played Final Fantasy. I mean, I played Final Fantasy, the older games, but I've never played Final Fantasy Online. And I'm actually really interested in it. So, I'm going to be doing that. Ooh, cutscene start. Let's watch this first. No, actually, might be out of order. Let's do the opening movie. Let's see. Oh, look, it's a crystal.
Hydaelyn. A vibrant planet blessed by the light of the crystal. Amid azure seas, encompassing the westernmost of the three great continents, there lies a realm embraced by gods and forged by heroes. Her name, Eorzea. The annals of Eorzean history chart the rise of a succession of great civilizations, each one enjoying an age of peace, the Astral Eras. To date, all have proven ephemeral.
That's not good.
In the year 1572 of the sixth and most recent Astral Era, the Northern Empire of Garlemald amassed a great army at the heart of Eorzea, seeking dominion over all. Rising in desperate resistance, the forces of the Eorzean Alliance met their would-be conquerors in the field. Yet, even as the battle raged, the lesser moon, Galamond, was plucked from the heavens through imperial machination.
So they just pulled the moon out of the sky?
The elder primal Bahamut, who unleashed
Oh, shoot.
upon the realm.
Well, guess they weren't expecting that.
Devastation brought Eorzea to its knees and the era to its end.
Wait, so he just killed everyone? That just it? Wait, what happened?
5 years have come and gone.
This is
The
5
light
years.
of life still shines upon Eorzea.
How is there already a civilization if he killed everything?
Man labors tirelessly to raise himself from the calamities.
I guess not all of them died. I mean, most of the world seems just
The
fine.
realm is forever changed, a stranger to him once more.
Oh,
Yet heedless of what lies ahead, he shall press on.
chocobos!
Spurred by the promise of peace and prosperity. Amid this period of great change, an adventurer arrives in Eorzea, one whose tale is yet unwritten.
That's me! Right?
May he ever walk in the light of the crystal.
Well, what if I'm making a girl character? I mean, seriously, that's just sexist. Instantly assuming the hero is a he. Okay, so I did a little bit of research before I downloaded this, and I have already created a character because the realms kind of become unable to create new characters on at different times. This is the character I'm going to be playing, but I'm going to show the new character creation thing anyway. I had to make the character early, otherwise I wouldn't have been able to do it on this realm, which actually has a level boost right now. So characters we can play is Eorzea, which is a human. Elizin, which I'm assuming is this game's version of High Elves. Lanafel, which, let's be honest, these are children. But I guess they're supposed to be this world's equivalent to gnomes or dwarves, I guess. But they look like children. So I'm not sure I'm going to play one of those, because, I don't know, it doesn't feel right sending a kid into battle. Then there's the cat people, aka the fan service class, or race. Then there is the typical giants that you play as. Like, you know, every MMO has to have a big, bulky character. Aura, which I'm assuming are supposed to be this game's version of, like, Blood Elves, except they seem to be, like, mixed with dragon or something, which is hecka cool. So that's why I made one of them, part dragon. As for these two, I can't look at them yet, because you need to have a full version of the game and the expansions for that. But I'm starting off with the free trial, because why pay when to level 60 is free? So I'll get to level 60, and then I'll buy a new account. I mean, no, I'll not buy a new account, upgrade the account. But anyways, let's go with, let me just do the presets. New character, load appearance data. I went through a little things to testing things before I came to my decision on this. You can adjust their height, different tail. Look at the tail. Tail length. The face has a few options. Skin color, hairstyle. There are so many hairstyles in here, it is insane. Like, seriously, it goes from, it goes from cool, like this one, to downright insane. Like, how would this ever work? How much hair gel do these people use? Anyways, there's a lot of hairstyles. Then for hair color, you can actually split it into highlights, which I thought was interesting. I added the little black tips to the end of my hair. Jaw, you can change the jaw shapes. Eye shape. Iris size. Eye color. You can even change so he has odd eyes. Mine has currently odd eyes, one blue, one red. Limbral ring. I guess this race has rings around their eyes, which is kind of neat looking. I mean, when you look up, it seems a little blocky, but that far away, it just gives them kind of a piercing glare, which is kind of cool. You can change the color of it, eyebrows, nose, you know, mouth, lip color, dark, light, none. You can literally put makeup on them. Other features, you can add different things like the armor on the side of the. Would those be horns or tusks? I mean, I think horns, but they're coming out where his ears should be. How is this character here? Does he have ears? Well, face paint. I didn't really care for any of the face paints. They just kind of seem meh. But I don't know. Your mileage may vary. They just didn't fit my character, I guess. You change the color, and they have different voices. See the one I ended up going with. Except, no, I don't know. I just went for my birthday, whatever. And with the guardian deities, apparently they don't matter anymore, according to what I saw. So I went with this one because it sounded cool. The Surveyor of Change and Space and God of Time. I think that's kind of cool, being in control of time and space. They're his ears? Really? How did I hear out of that? Is it like a vibration thing, I'm assuming? Okay. And when it came to, like I said, I already created the character I'm going to be using. I'm just going through this part. When I was looking at this, I was trying to figure out which job I want. I spent a lot of time on this. This was a little bit difficult to figure out because I didn't really know how the classes worked on here. Apparently, you can get all the classes on a single character later, which is neat. But I wanted to start off with something, obviously, that, you know, kind of be a little bit user-friendly, but at the same time be hecka cool. So I went for, I looked at the Gladiator. I was like, a typical sword and board. Seen that before. Pugilist, which is essentially a monk. Fisticuffs. And apparently he evolves into a monk later. Marauder just seemed like a warrior, a regular warrior, and it evolves into a warrior later, I found out. But I just didn't like this thing, and it kind of threw me off. I figured, like, if I want to be a superpowered character, just swinging around a weapon isn't enough. For Lancer, I thought this looked hecka cool. I've always been a fan of the Dragoons in the Final Fantasy series, which was awesome. And Archer, which, you know, every game has to have a bow and arrow character. One thing that is interesting about the Archer, though, is apparently later they turn into a bard, which I'm actually really interested in. I kind of want to try that, but not for my first character. So, Contra is a healer. This is going to be a live stream. It would be boring if I'm only healing the whole time. Through Mage is a black mage, which is long cast times and not much movement, which I'm not really a huge fan of. Then there's Arcanist. This is what I end up going with. The reason I went with this is because his weapon's a book. I mean, that fits me so much. I love to read. I read a lot. And I don't know, I just like the idea of some, like, half-dragon person running around and slapping people in the face with a book. I know he's a spellcaster, but you know I'm going to be beating people with the book occasionally. Okay. And so, I already created my character. And that's this one. Zemroth Skyshatter on Branhilder, because it gave me the level boost thing. So, let's enter the world, shall we? By the way, I have entered the game a little bit, like on this character, but all I really did was skip all cutscenes because I wanted that to be fresh, and skipped all quest decks because I wanted to be fresh. I didn't read any tutorials. I just did enough to where I could exit the city and attack some rats to see how the animation looked like. That was pretty much it. So this character is going to be the one I'm going to be going on stream with. I haven't started anything, so I haven't seen any of the cutscenes. So, let's see how this goes. Frig. Forgot it does this. It's usually not that long, though. At least, I don't think so. I've never seen it be long. Ugh. Although this one is oh, there we go. Now let's watch the opening cutscene. Wow, this reminds me so much of the opening of Kingdom Hearts. I love Kingdom Hearts, by the way. Yeah. Playing that since I was little.
Here.
Sheesh. That's 1, 2. Jeez, that's a long time. Not as long as WoW has gotten, though. What are Death Eaters doing in this game?
Hear,
What's with the mask?
feel, think.
Okay. Smack him with the book. Oh, right. So, I have an idea. When I heard that there's some non-voice acting stuff in here, I thought that I would try to voice act it. Tell me what you guys think. If you don't like it, I'll stop. But I think it'll be interesting. Oh, you all right, lad? Oh, so I was taking a nap, dude. Getting a little close, aren't you? Grizzled pastor. You were moaning in your sleep, and sweating buckets besides. Rolling off the ship got your stomach churning, has it? I'm on a ship. I'm on a boat. Don't seem like seasickness. Now that I look at you, it'll be the aether then, I reckon. Some are more sensitive to the stuff than others, seeing that we ain't too far from Vilebrand now, which is chock full of aetherists. Aetherists. Okay. Whatever that means. No need to fret, though you'll soon get used to it. That's why you sit down. Ugh, might as well been blooming seasickness. Ships leaping like the demented chocobo today. Like a dement. Okay, like a demented chocobo. I reckon I might head out on deck and get myself a breath of fresh air. Lemsa Lombinsia. She's still a far way off. In case you were wondering, seeing as you're awake and all, how about you keep me company till we get there? Do I have a choice? I'm guessing I don't. Them youngins don't much care for conversation, you see. Maybe because they're asleep. Any road, Bennin's the name, and peddling's my trade. Oh look, it's a boat. Oh, that's kind of a cool design. I like the sides. I'm just so tall compared to him. Ah, smell that salty sea breeze? Now then, lad, judging by your unusual garments, I say you're one of them adventurers. Am I warm? I mean, sure. I knew it. Going whenever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now that's what I call living. Then why'd you become a peddler? So long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret that adventuring's a risky business these days. Especially, what was it that first attracted you to it? To gain power, to win glory, to amass fortune, ... I don't see for fun as an option, so go ... Well, if you ain't inclined to tell, I ain't about to pry. Might be old Brennan's chatterbox, but he sure as heck ain't no busybody. Well, I have a secret or three. We all have a secret or three, don't we? Me? Dozens. And they stay secret too, which is why I don't go sticking my nose where it ain't belong. Just remember though, there are more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. I don't know, wow, they had death knights and they were pretty cool. Point. What a loser. Ship off the starboard bow! Pirate colors! Pirates. Bloody heck. Have you no sense? Get below! Don't worry, I have my book. What in the world coming to? Pirates firing on any ship flying Lomassian colors? Dang, either had a boatload of balls or bugger all for brains. You can rest easy, friends. We made it out of cannon range, and no buccaneer bark will catch us flying tempers once the wind hits her sails. That was too blatant close. Glad one of us kept his head on his shoulders. I reckon I'd lost mine otherwise. If them pirates gave up the chase, we must be close to port. Let's head on up to the deck and have a look, shall we? I like the music. Ah, the bar. Is this your first trip to Limsa Lominsa? Limsa Lominsa. Yeesh. Is it? Well then, let's this journeyed itinerary. Oh, itinerant. I don't know what that means. Tell you the ins and outs of your destination. Limsa Lominsia prides itself on being Eorzea's foremost naval power. Weren't too long ago the place was ruled by pirates, but thanks to the current admiral's civilian influence, the city-state could almost pass for a respectable nation. You never guessed that she was once rum-swelling buccaneer herself. Heh heh heh. Oh, so their leader's a pirate, or ex-pirate. Interesting. Of course, most folks ain't so quick to charge, and with a town full of liberty-loving ruffians, you can imagine how many naysayers and troublemakers she got on to deal with. Like them pirates took a fancy to us just now. And if they weren't bad enough, I heard the Shagin are raiding the coast just as bold as you. Please. Them's the sea-dwelling beastmen the locals call fishbacks. In case you didn't know, for your information. Ah, at long last, land ho! Behold, Limisia Lomasia, a nation blessed with the ocean's bounty and beloved Lemurian goddess of navigation. I'm probably butchering these names, I'll just be honest with that. I probably am screwing them over royally.
On a windswept isle
Ooh.
in the southwestern corner of the realm. Amidst the roiling waves of the Rotano Sea lies the maritime city-state of Limsa Lominsa. To this haven for bandits and brigands, cutthroats and curs, seekers of both freedom and fortune, comes a lone adventurer.
Final Fantasy has always had some interesting architecture.
Lone yet not alone, for the hero's arrival has drawn the gaze of the nation's patron deity, Lim Lane.
Oh, Lim Lane, okay.
What realm-shaking fate has she descried in the churning waters of this mortal's future?
And here's where we part ways, son. I'm off to the market to deliver my wares, and then it's on to the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this, by way of thanks for saving me arse earlier. What'd I get? Hey, you never did tell me your name, did you? Well, here's an idea. Become the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider us square. Square for what? All I did was listen to you talk, and you gave me something I don't even know what it is yet!
Through peril and hardship, discovery and triumph, may the navigator guide this brave soul on his life's voyage. Till sea swallows all.
Yeesh, that's a little morbid. I talked about Final Fantasy X, Sin, swallowing everything. It's pretty, though. Art's pretty. Hey, you there! Yellow jacket? Hi, I mean you. This is my district, and I make it my business to know all the scum that washes up in it. You call me scum? Ah, an adventurer fresh off the boat, is it? Well then. Allow one of Limsa Lominsa's finest to set you on the right path. Hop to it, lad. Haven't got all day. Welcome to Limsa Lominsa, a bustling city filled with scoundrels and brigands. Rough-cut diamond of the Rotano Sea. Okay. Please select the control scheme you wish to use. Mouse and keyboard. Follow the instructions to make your character and adjust the position of the camera. Okay. That's pretty typical. When you're ready to proceed, speak to Resfloth. That's an interesting name. Alright, so here's the part where you guys might want to take a little break, because before I get started, I need to adjust my settings and my keybinds. If you want to sit and just rap about things, that's fine. But yeah, it's gonna be a little iffy if I. Oh no. Settings was. I already did the system stuff. That's for everyone. Character is different, right? Let's see. What does it mean by legacy? Say, oh, character-based, camera-based. Okay. Flying mount. Don't have those yet. Chat mode stamps. Cutscene skipping. No, I don't want to skip the cutscenes. It's the best part about Final Fantasy. Camera controls. Standard type camera auto adjustment. Okay, this stuff's kind of weird. Automatic lock and target initiating auto attack. Okay. Automatically face the target when using in action. Disable targeting of pets and minions when in battle. Switch target circle to target select. Okay. I'm not really sure what those targeting things are going to change. Auto target settings, auto target according to priority. I wonder how it tells what the priority is. Target type, target closest enemies, ignore depth. Okay, they need like a translator for some of this. Like, what does it mean? Ground targeting gamepad. I'm not using a gamepad. Target display setting, highlight potential targets. Okay. Click filter settings. Enable selected target nearest the mouse cursor. Filters. Not really anything to change there. Character. Display headgear. Really different. Enable clicking on self. Interesting. Item settings. I'm not gonna mess with this because I don't really know much about that yet. Game menu. Party. Okay. Play. Oh yeah. Name presets. Name's fine. Whatever. Let's put his health showing in battle. Alright. I'll apply that before I switch. Oh, shoot, that's not a checkbox. I like to put it on during battle because it's too much clutter on the screen otherwise. NPCs engaging. I do like to keep the enemy health on always. It makes it easier to see them, especially like in the heat of things. I don't know what it means by unclaimed enemies. Oh, just normal NPCs? No. Objects. I don't know what it means by that. I'll turn it on for now and change if it becomes an issue. General. Just like that. Okay. Now for keybinds. Okay, so let's go to Papa. So I use a Razor Nostromo over traditional keyboard. So my keybinds are usually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then Alt 1, Alt 2, Alt 3, Alt 4, Alt 5, and Alt 6. And then my second hotbar, I use the buttons on my my mouse. So that'll be, I'll fix these all later. Oops. Excuse me, I'm pressing the button. It's odd. Okay, there we go. And now if I were to add a third bar later, I would do Alt minus strong buttons. Actually, I'll set that up now. I will apply changes. Keys must be assigned. Confirm, cancel, escape. Confirm. That. Cancel. Wait. Escape. Let's have it. Where's escape? Okay, well, let's have cancel be this. Cancel escape. Where's the main menu? Oh. Target main menu, maybe? Okay, now for targeting. Let's have crud, sticky keys. Sorry about that. Let's have it. I'll probably change this later, but let's have it that for now. Okay, that's enough for right now. I'll probably mess a little bit more with it later, but let's start the adventure. So, if you took a break, welcome back. Initiating quests. Non-player characters, NPCs, offer requests and recognized by the exclamation marks above their heads. Right-click the mark to bring up the quest window. It's pretty common. Accepting quests. Once you've accepted a quest, the prompt of... I already know all that. That's just basic. To be recognized as an adventurer in the city-state of Limsa, you must first register yourself with the Adventurers Guild. Okay? Ooh. Now then, I'm sure you're itching to explore, but adventurers are required to register in the presence of their presence in the city, and without being of local knowledge, you're like to get your throat slit by some piss-stinking alley. So before you do anything else, you get yourself over to the Drowning Wench. Wow, okay, that's an interesting name. Oh, crud, I missed. I didn't get to read the rest. It was probably not important. It's not far. Just head straight down the street and speak with Gerhafar. He should know how to work that big moving platform we call Crow's Lift, and that'll take you to the pub. Once you're there, look for a fellow by the name of Baderon. He's the proprietor of the Wench. Wow, that sounds wrong. He might curse like an ill-sodden sailor, but the man's got a soft spot for wide-eyed newcomers like yourself. He'll set you straight. Got all that? Good. Now run along, and may the navigator guide you on your journey. Use the duty list to complete your task. Duty list. Upon accepting quests, the current objectives will appear in the quest title in the duty list. And on the right side of the screen, a maximum of 5 quests can be displayed at once. Wait. Oh, here. Okay. Clicking on the title will open the quest in your journal, allowing you to view the objectives and rewards. Okay. Okay, there we go. Hey. So what do you think of me reading out the texts? I don't know if you guys are okay with that or not. Welcome to Limsa. If you've a mind to visit the Drowning Wench, the Crow's Lift, that'll take you there. Take the Crow's Lift, yes. Some water. Okay, so let's see. Baderon. Collecting your rewards. Completing the quest by right-clicking the NPC with a check mark displayed with. Okay, this is just basic, yeah. Greetings to ye, lad. What'll it be? But you ain't here for drink, are ye? Ye come with the mind to try your adventuring, I reckon. Well, ye find no shortage of work here in Limsa. My name's Braden. Ain't the most biddable of auxiliaries in the Drowning Wench. 'Tis also the home of the Ventures Guild here in Limsa. That's why we got a desk specially for aid and guild business, and why I seem to spend more time saving the necks of whelps like yourself than wetting the throats of irregulars. Ventures have a knack for finding trouble, see. Not that they need in these parts, account of them being trouble wherever ye look. If ye manage to steer clear of the fishbacks and the kobolds outside the city, the pirates on the inside would get ye instead. And if they don't manage, there's always the Garland Empire to finish the job. Oh, no one knows what they're planning, of course, but they've been But if they're planning anything, you can be sure it's to kill a lot of us. Aye, this town seems peaceful at a glance, but look again and you see all people living in fear of what tomorrow might bring. And who can blame them after everything that's appeared? Eorzea took a mighty blow during the calamity, but our homes weren't the only things that got wiped off the face of existence by that thrice darn wow of a dragon. It took our bleeding memories too, and no one's been able to explain it in the way that makes an ounce of sense. Wait, so he just like memory wiped everyone? So no one knows anything anymore? Gosh, wow, that's a little... Sheesh. Can you imagine like having amnesia and then when you try to go talk to people to see what you were like before, find out that everyone in the world also has amnesia just randomly? Sheesh. None of the folks what saw it and lived a tale seem to agree on how the tale actually goes. 'Tis all foggy like recollections from an arid night in the ale. You imagine why people might fear for the future when they can't rightly recall the past. But there's one thing we all remember, and that's a group of adventurers that laid down their lives to drag Eorzea from the brink when she was bound for the abyss. Well, I say we remember. Truth is, though, we ain't forgotten what they did for us. This God sent a god-dang calamity spawn and memory loss robbed us of all their names. It won't even let us picture their darn faces. 'Tis like staring at a gull flying in front of the sun. All you see in your mind's eye is a shadow set against the blinding glare. And that's how every bugger describes it. By the way, give or take the odd gull. It is what we got people calling these arrows the Warriors of Light. Wow, that sounds familiar. Where have I heard that before? If Limsey ever going to put time or darkness behind, it's going to need vendors to help banish the fear. It's going to need new heroes like the ones we lost. Maybe one day ye be one of them, and that's why any aid we can give your adventurer is effort well spent. What do you say, lad? Ye willing to lend us your strength? And my book! Many thanks to ye, and a navigator and all, I knew she'd steered ye the right way for a year. Steered her my way for a reason. But got me yandering on like sun-touched fishwife. Wow, okay. It's high time we got a mark on in the book. Put your scroll right there. Semra Skyshatter, is it? A fine name it is. Now, I really didn't know what to do for the last name. I just put random thing. I've always, like, all the games I've played have had like a single name thing. I've always just been Zemroth, and when trying to figure out a last name, I was like, frig. Nothing seems to go with it. Congratulations, you're an upstanding member of Old Adventures Guild. You there, adventurer, you sailed on the last ferry, did you not? A captain reports being attacked by a pirate vessel, and several witnesses have testified independently that a passenger matching your description went on deck the mere moments before this took place. Sending your friend signals, were ya? Wow, okay. So, suddenly it's my fault. Now, hold on a moment there, officer. You got the wrong bloke. This fine upstanding young and gent is me dear departed grandma's sister's niece, cousin, close companion. Wow, okay. the lad wouldn't be caught dead, fraternizing with such unsavory elements. Is that right? You're surely aware that of the recent kidnappings. Respectfully, then, we cannot be too trusting of outsiders at a time when loyalty of even our closest friends is in doubt. Ah, you make a good point there, officer. Very good point. Very wise. You needn't worry, though. I keep one eye open at all times. Maybe two more often than not. Oh. Bite my tongue. I keep one eye open at all times. Me and two more often than not. Oh, okay. Now, sir, why you... Wow, I'm just tripping all over the place right now. What say ye to take her the finest ale before ye return to your duties? Not a watered-down cup of piss like last time, I should hope. Ain't got the faintest idea what you're on about, officer. The wench may offer some of the cheapest grog this side of the strait old Marathor, but that don't mean we don't get any good pickled. We don't get good and pickled. Look, here's a chair over there, just crying out to be sat on and kick off, so you can kick off them heavy boots, eh? I'm just tripping all over the place. Y'all have to excuse these eager, bloody yellow jackets. There's been a spat of kidnappings. I don't like his accent. I can't talk with it very well. See, and then they got a clue who's behind them. Naturally, they're taking the clapping eyes on anyone who looks vaguely suspicious, which means venturers, visitors, and pretty much every bugger else in this town. Don't take it personal, though. Us Lemisians can be an endearing bunch. 'Tis true. But given time, we grow on ye. Now, where was I? The cutscenes in this game are pretty freaking long, I gotta say. I mean, one of my complaints with WoW was no one reads the quest text. Let's be honest. Like, someone tries reading the quest text for a little bit and they quickly get tired of it. Well, Final Fantasy puts all their quest text into the cutscenes, and you still have to read it. Oh, aye, welcome to Limsa, where the sea's green as the faces owe me patrons after a few too many black belly whiskeys. Now take a moment to gather ye wits, and we'll all get started on learning the ways of the city. This concludes the introduction and game tutorial. Yay! I still haven't hit anything. You're taking your first step in the adventure in the city of Limsa Lomizia. Listen well to the wisdom of Vraden Ten Fingers. Okay, I mean, is it odd to have less than 10 fingers in this place? Is he like the only one with 10 fingers and everyone else had a finger cut off? And go forth and discover incredible adventures that await you. Yay! Pets. You can now summon a pet to do your bidding. You only have access to one pet now, but you will be opportunities to acquire many more as you continue your adventure. Cast a spell summon from your hotbar to complete the Arcane Pact. Once your pet is summoned, fixed hotbar known as the pet hotbar will appear. In addition to regular hotbar, blah blah blah. I've already seen that before. The guard will command others. The guard command orders your pet to guard its master and refrain from attacking until you attack or are attacked. The steady command orders your pet to refrain from attacking until you specifically order him to, and the away command orders him to leave the battlefield. Okay. Pet orders and options can also be set to your other hotbars by selecting. Okay. Main scenario quest. Important quests with this icon. Okay. So that's the icon. Quests using the icon indicate a task for a series of tasks tied to new duties or features you have yet to unlock. Oh. Second. Alright. Nina. Making a name. Nina the veteran adventurer has some information that might be of interest to you. I like information that's useful to me. Well, would you look at this? A shiny new adventurer. Listen close, lad. I have some information that might just help you on the map here in Mizia. I was passing through the bulwark hall below not long ago and saw a bunch of herbs scattered about the ground. Now I'm still talking in his freaking accent. Now I'm not entirely certain, but I think they might have been the black market wares known as dream flowers. Wow, that sounds like a drug if I ever heard one. Limsa is a busy port, and not all the merchants that blow it in across the strait are above board, if you know what I mean. How'd the plants end up in the Mizmass? Who knows? Might have been a deal gone bad. The important thing is you make a name for yourself by handing them in. Speak to Scanariel, and she will get down to the first floor. Then all you need to do is pick up the herbs and take them to ffxiv. That looks like someone just freaking spam typed on their chat. Being a worldly captain, he knows a thing or two about such shady goods. Yay, I accepted a quest. Got something? Or it's more to think about where you're going. To leave the drowning wench, you must accept the quest close to home by... Oh, I didn't realize he gave another quest. I missed that. Brandon is proprietor of the Drowning Wench, wants you to perform 3 tasks to help you learn the fundamentals of adventuring. Accept. Right then, let's start ye off nice and easy with 3 tasks which will help you get used to your life here in Eorzea. Firstly, if you head down to a floor and point your nose to the west, that's an interesting way to put it, you'll get an eye full of the great glowing crystal in the middle of the courtyard. That's Azeroth, a device which can move ye from one place to another in the blink of an eye. Ain't no sister way of travel, providing there's an Azeroth where you want to go, of course. Then why did I take a boat? Have chat with the Yellowjack God down there, and you'll be treated to a lecture on the working of the device. Before ye do that, though, remember to touch the thing. Strange as it sounds, it won't work till you have. Second on the list is the marketplace. Ye find weapons and armor and all ye venturing bits and pieces for sale in the district which lies beyond the Aetheryte. Don't go throwing your gear around just yet, though, or all ye fleeted quicker. Or you'll get fleeced. Wow. Fleeced quicker than you can say, why's my compost so light? Have a word with Schwarzblatz. It instead is the end of the Merchants League, by the way. Ed, the head. Give him this old octant, and it'll treat you well. For last, Opulence, I suggest you meet some fellow spellslingers at the Arcanist Guild. I guarantee they'll learn a few tricks from your tome if you decide to join their crew. Maybe at the front desk is the one to get you started. Got all that, lad? Seeing to Seeing to these three tasks make it a little... Okay, I'm just going to read normal. I'm not going to try in his freaking accent anymore. It's bothering me. Take a little jaunt around the city and help you work out... Maybe it's just the way he talks, not the accent. With everything is. Now I best begin. Run along, eh? Bugger it. There I go, sending you off without telling you something critical. The bloody calamities made a right mess of me memory, I swear. Well, that or the ale. Yeah, kind of, maybe, possibly. Anyway, while you're out, if you happen to pass any poor sods who look like they might need our help, consider giving their tale a woe a listen, eh? Sounds like a chore, I admit, but you never know what interesting opportunities should be lurking. Oh! Out there, just waiting for you to stumble on them. For example, he over yonder's been chatting, glances at you since you waltzed in. Why not lend her ear and see what she has to say? Hey, look, you like to find yourself running odd errands in the beginning, but once you build a reputation as a man folks can trust, the job will get harder and the world will get more generous. If ye have the time, I also seek the adventures of Smith and the Ear and the Wench. The lads, as bear the title, have some fine advice for them. What's just starting out with the profession, and that, my lad, it's how you need. I clicked it by accident. To leave the drowning wench, you must accept the quest, making a name by speaking with media. Oh, I did that out of order. I already spoke to her. Main menu grants a quick and easy access to most of the game's main features, for example, selecting character under character option, blah blah blah. The duty. You wish to customize the game area's layout. Game progress has been saved. Logger scheme. That's all just basic stuff. You can pause the video if you want to read that. Navigation, pressing M on the keyboard. Alright. What does the Smith do? This is a right guidance for those just starting out on the path of adventure. For present, I suggest you learn your ways around the city and endeavor. Interacting on some quests, you encounter objects that you can interact. Okay. Oh right, I got a pet now, right? Let's see what it is. Well, that's an annoying place to put that. It's so cute! Oh, what? Wait, is there a pet? There's a pet. Oh, it's so cute! I want one in real life. Sanctuaries are just rest bonuses like from WoW, I'm assuming. Peculiar herb. Yes! Collecting all the weed. That's what I'm essentially guessing this is. Gather peculiar. Oh, that's a lot of names. Maybe I should change that. Oh, that was in character, I think. That's much better. I'll leave that for this now. Yes, I'm out of good. Seriously, it looks like someone just slammed on their keyboard for that. If you have some herbs you wish me to examine. Whoa! It's like interactive. And wow, you just go and click enter. This one you actually have to hand over the specific item. Handing over items. Some quests will require you to deliver items. If an NPC requires an item request window will appear. Drag the items from your inventory to the armory chest into the item request window and check the handover. Okay. Yes, as expected, these are highly illegal blooms known as dream flowers. They are the prime ingredient in the creation of somnus, a substance whose fragrance is said to lull sniffers' mind into sleep of death. Yeek! So it's poison. Forgive me, I couldn't resist the jest. These herbs are not more than abstract lavender, a common enough export. In fact, these probably spilled from the crate, so it was nothing. I think someone has been having a bit of fun with you, but not to worry, you've learned a few things and made a few acquaintances. Well met. Some items can be used granting various effects, such as instant hit restoration, attribute boost, and more. Using the item is as simple as selecting use. Okay. All items can be have with cast timers cannot be used again. Blah. The frick is that? So inventory is usually I. Potion. That's an odd number. Restores up to 32% of health. Put it here for now. I'll probably switch that later. Oh, still have more to say. Captain of the trading squadron has some information that might benefit your standing as an adventurer. Okay. By way of thanks for delivering my scattered lavender, I have a nugget of information that might prove useful. You see, I was recently approached by an ffxiv, which is not, I admit, particularly unusual for a man in my position. Yeah, I should hope not. What the frick is that person doing? What was unusual is that he offered a generous sum of gil to be introduced to any adventurers I might know. And in my experience, sailors are not known to carry such wealth of coin about their person, especially with the alehouses in Lycia so close at hand. Kidnappings have not been uncommon these past months. I suggest you take this information and speak to Eorzea, the guard, who stands at the entrance to East Hawk's Alley. It never hurts to show a spirit of cooperation to authorities, lad. Well, what's that? Is that her? Oh, is that a player? Oh, that's interesting. That's cool. Gymnasium. Gymnasium of the Bridge Consortium seeks services of a conveniently unoccupied adventurer. Okay. Excuse me, sir. Might you have a moment or two to spare? You seem to be the type who enjoys being accosted for menial tasks. What? and I require someone to make a delivery to the dutiful sisters of the elderlies. Oh, pardon me. I wouldn't be surprised if you hadn't heard of them. The sisters prefer not to advertise their presence here at Limsa. They do, however, provide rather unique services which the Burglary Consortium has recently been the benefactor. I would have you deliver these packages to the doorman Lawn Ward along with your profuse gratitude. Oh, I actually handed it over. Wow. Okay, so what now? Oh. You attune to the Aetherii, alright, right. Another novice adventurer, Brandon has sent me a few of your kind this way of late. I am the son to Himmel, one of the Yellow Jackets tasked with keeping peace in the city. It also my charge to provide guidance in the use of this device. Fear not, I shall be brief. Atheist crystals, structures that tap into ethereal energies. They primarily use them to travel swiftly from one place to another. Return and teleport are the most common transportation spells. Make direct use of the Aetherite and their connection to flow of Aether. And these devices are found almost every corner of Eorzea. Any adventurer worthy of the name will wish to seek to attune himself to each one. Once you have expanded your horizons beyond the walls of the city, you will soon find yourself performing the act of attunement as a matter of course. There is, however, no need for unseemly hate. The Aetherites found in and around the city will be sufficient for the present, I assure you. Should you wish to learn more about Aetherites or teleportation magic, I will be here to answer your questions. Return learned. You attune with the Azeroth, you now use the return spell. So it's basically the Hearthstone from WoW. Moogles! Don't know what that is. I can't use, I don't have any of those stone things anyway. Go mission Sweet Nix. Sweet Nix! That's interesting. Appears to be in some distress. Except, gosh, Sweet Nix is beauteous, gaudy, and crafty, smart. Oh, I feel like I'm losing IQ points just reading this. Beauteous, gaudy, and crafty, smart trade stuff. Sweet Nix makes busy deal with uplanders. Need deliver letter to Gate of Melvin by Sweet Nix and has shiver shakes. Unplatter walks to the gate of Melvin for Sweet Nix. Uplander delivers letter to Tax Lady Pichara. That's disturbing news. Your initiative appearance, adventurer. I'll have the captain place Yellow Jackets on high alert. While I have your ear, I need you to visit Flydwip and tell her the same thing as you told me. You'll find her a bit further down East Hawks Alley. Private is frequent dealing with adventurers, so any warnings you give her should soon spread through the city. Yeesh. What's this? It's not available on free trial. Sad face. So, I'm going to take a little break. I'll be back in about an hour. So, if you guys want to rejoin me then, by all means. It's been fun playing this so far. I'm really interested in it. Especially, the interactions are kind of interesting.